Hey folks, welcome back to Highest Gear Reviews. I'm Lou Thomas and thank you for joining me. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. A lot more vehicles coming up to show you, okay? Hey, so today I'm pleased to present to you the 2022 Tesla Model 3. So this particular one is the long-range all-wheel drive model. So it does have two motors in it, motor in the front, motor in the rear. Has all kinds of crazy features. I mean, if you're familiar with Teslas, and if you're not familiar with Teslas, I mean, they're so technologically advanced, it's crazy. I mean, everything's included in just a technological tour de force. So basically, this particular one, okay, like I said, this one's kind of the long-range version. It's also the dual motor car, so it's going to set you back a little bit. This one also has the full self-driving capability, kind of once they enable it. But this car here in the current configuration is about $61,000. That self-drive, that's about a $10,000 increase, so really about $51,000. You can get the Model 3 down to about 44,000, 45,000, somewhere around there. But anyway, you do get a lot for your money. I mean, this is a state-of-the-art vehicle, obviously. So some of the things you're going to get on this particular one, this one has 8 cameras, okay? The cameras are all over the place. There's cameras up here, cameras in the front and the sides. I mean, they're all over the place. There's also 12 ultrasonic sensors on it as well, and it uses the cameras of the ultrasonics as far as the self-driving features, as far as the autonomous driving and all that kind of stuff. Vehicle also has, of course, stability control, traction control. This particular one has kind of the newer updated wheels, which gives it a little bit longer mileage, basically, as far as range. 18-inch wheels on it. Michelin tires, great tire as well. This particular one will get you about 358 miles on a charge. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. As far as charge times, from your house to get a full charge from a dead battery is going to take about 12 hours. If you plug it into a supercharger system, one of the Tesla superchargers, it's going to take about 2 hours to get that charge. What you're going to get with that charge for this particular one is about 346 horsepower, about 398 400 foot-pounds of torque. When you get the performance model, that horsepower bumps up to about 410 horsepower and about 471 foot-pounds of torque, which is crazy. I mean, the torque on this thing, although the 0 to 60 times on the long-range model, I mean, it doesn't sound that impressive. It's 5.8 seconds. On the performance model, yeah, it's 3.2 seconds. But the torque that this thing produces, when you hit the accelerate button, I mean, or the gas pedal, you're gone. It said the button. It's like driving a computer, basically. But yeah, you hit the accelerator on this thing, and man, you are gone. I mean, you are out of here. Car weighs around 3,500 pounds in its current configuration. So you figure that 398 foot-pounds of torque, I mean, that's pretty impressive, right? So anyway, this particular one is also a pearl white finish as well, which looks really sharp, kind of one of the base Tesla colors. It does have this huge glass roof on as well, which looks really cool. And I think the Tesla, I mean, they're very like minimalist kind of design car, in my opinion. I think they look pretty good. The front end on them, I have to admit, I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on here in the front end, but I understand what they're doing as far as the aerodynamics and just the cleanliness and the clean lines of the vehicle. Looks really good. Of course, LED headlights, LED fog lights, everything on it's LED basically, just to save energy, super duper bright. Like I said, cameras all over the place. So here we go. Let's take a look at the 2022 Tesla Model 3. So when you're going to drive your Tesla, you're going to have this kind of key card thing here. I'm just going to tap it here, press the brake pedal, off we go, and we're ready to go. Stem goes down into drive mode, or all the way up goes to reverse and all that kind of stuff. Pull it towards you for the cruise control, and that also turns on the autopilot and all that kind of stuff if you have that feature as well. So off we go. Sure we're good to go. And bumps in the road there, getting back on the highway, on the roadway. But yeah, supremely quiet. I mean, so quiet. Obviously, being an electric car is just, but it's just a really weird feel. Just total silence, really. Drivability. I mean, they really hit kind of everything on every nail on the head. I was kind of wanting to be kind of a, you know, I love gas engines, obviously, right? I like gas-powered cars, big V8s, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of wanted, in a way, not to really like the Tesla as much as I do, because it is such a fun car to drive, and just the throttle response is ridiculous. Obvious. I mean, torque on it is insane. The steering feels really good. I mean, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a really kind of a just a fake feeling steering, you know, that kind of, you know, fly-by-wire system, and I didn't think they would have it as tuned as they do. The throttle response, as far as just the pedal placement, feels really good. No issues there. The regenerative braking system is really cool. I mean, you take your foot off, man, it just slows down. You can kind of adjust that as well how you want it, but works really, really well. I mean, just a fun car to drive, you know. Zips around corners real nicely. The suspension feels really good, and I can just imagine the performance version of this must be a real hoot to drive. But yeah, this one just as a basic, you know, kind of long range all-wheel drive car, yeah, they did a good job. Alright, so now I have it in basically autopilot. So the car is driving itself, which is really a bizarre feeling. So as you can see, we're cruising down the road. I'm not touching anything. It will ask you to kind of touch the steering wheel just to let you know, let the car know that you're still awake, basically. And so here we go. We got it back on again. And so now it's detecting that there's a stop sign ahead. So the car is doing everything. I'm not touching any pedals here. This is all the car doing it. So it's coming to a stop with the traffic lights. Like I said, I don't have anything going on. No brake pedal, no nothing like that. So okay, everything's good. It says to press the accelerator to go. So off we go again. So as far as drivability in the car, feels very smooth. Very little road noise. Very little wind noise as well. Just a very kind of very kind of quiet car, obviously. A lot of fun to drive. I mean, it is a lot of fun. A lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Like I said, the acceleration on it is just ridiculous as far as how this thing just gets up and goes. I mean, they're really boogies, but suspension feel is taut, but feels good. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a little acceleration test here. So side of the road, put her in drive, pull the stem down, and let's let this traffic go by. And we'll give it the beans here. And we're off. That is fast, 60. Holy cow. Yeah, so yeah, it's quick, and this is even the performance version, but the torque on it is just so much fun. I mean, whoa, holy moly. I mean, just snaps your head back and goes. I mean, there's no drama. It's just yeah, this thing is really a rocket. I can imagine the performance version has got to be just completely insane. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Good times. So let's take a look inside the Model 3. So to open it up, just pop the handle here, opens up real easy. Getting in, nice entry. Feels good, easy to get into. Good seat height, good floor height as well. I think the car is about 5.5 inches or so above the ground, so easy to get in and out of. Interior wise, I mean, it feels really nice. The seats are leatherette. Tesla doesn't use any leather because of the environmental deals with it and stuff. So anyway, they use the kind of leatherette seats. Very minimalist design. Like I said, it's kind of like driving a piece of Scandinavian furniture, really. I mean, it's really kind of very, very basic. So you've got this huge infotainment system. I think it's about a 15-inch or so. One of the new ones on the 2022 is the dash kind of extends into the doors as well. They've got these suede inserts in here as well, which is really nicely done. Feels real nice. And of course, everything in it is electronic, right? So I mean, as far as doing your seats, obviously your electronic controls here, lumbar, all that kind of stuff, up, down. Steering wheel's kind of weird. It's got a button on here that you'll press on the screen, but then you do it from the actual steering wheel control, so you can pull it out, telescoping in and out. Up, down, just kind of roll this wheel around and get it to where you want it. So nice feeling steering wheel. It is kind of that leather wrap feel as well. Really good visibility in the car. Mirrors kind of really a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but still decent mirror in there. Huge glass panoramic roof in here as well, and it's just so bizarre. I mean, there's like not much else going on. There's two stems here. This is your shifter over here, basically, and then your kind of window washer and all that kind of stuffing over here, and cruise control over here. And just that's it. There's nothing else really going on, so it's really kind of bizarre. So let's take a look at it from behind the driver's seat. All right, so the interior of the Model 3. So like I said, it is very minimalistic. Some of the changes that came up on the new model, it's mostly kind of in the software, I guess, and Tesla does all those kind of continuous updates, so there isn't really a giant leap every year. The car just kind of adapts as it goes down the assembly line through the course of the year. But you do kind of have this suede section here, which is kind of neat. You put your cell phone on there. These are charging stations, so it does the wireless charging as well. Other than that, there's really not much aside from the big infotainment center going on in here. There's a big compartment here. I mean, this thing's pretty darn big. I mean, there's a lot of room in here. A couple of cup holders, not too bad size. Of course, you do have your center console here as well. And looks like there's like a power 12 volt kind of dealio in there. One thing I don't see as many USB jacks. I'm not too sure where they're hiding those in here, if it has any. But anyway, like I said, here's your wireless charging, a couple of cup holders, and then I mean, like I said, very minimalist. No speedometer, of course, that kind of stuff. If you're not familiar with Tesla, everything is done on this control screen. So like I said, pretty much everything is done on this, right? I mean, all kinds of stuff. Steering wheel controls, like I showed you as well, when you can adjust the steering wheel, all that kind of stuff. I mean, everything is tied in here. You can do your mirror adjustments from here as well, your mirror adjustments. Really just everything. I mean, your navigation system, cruise control. Like I said, this one does have the autopilot system as well on it. I mean, just so much different stuff. You can select how you want the vehicle to accelerate, kind of a sport mode, different kind of comfort modes in the steering, how you want the brakes to work. I mean, just crazy. I mean, there's just so much different stuff that is on this vehicle. Let's take a look here. If we go back to the car, here's kind of our arcade kind of set up, right? So if you're parked and you're charging your car, or you're waiting at the mall or something like that, and just kind of hanging around for people, waiting for them, you can play games. You can kind of pick whatever game you want to play. Here we go. Here's Missile Command. So boom, starts up, and here goes with the Missile Command. Not exactly sure how you play it, but let's hit the start button here. And let's see, I don't know what exactly you're going to do here. Geez, this is kind of complicated. But yeah, so there it is, so I'm not exactly sure how it works, but you do have Missile Command and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Oh, I see. So you turn the steering wheel basically to control the game. So, okay. So that's pretty neat. So it has, like I said, a video game system. One of the things I did think was kind of weird is that there's no Bluetooth. It has Bluetooth for your cell phone, but it doesn't have Android or Apple Play. So I'm not too sure why they don't have that, but you can tie in with your Bluetooth system as well. It does have Spotify, all that kind of stuff. It's got a karaoke feature as well. I mean, no one said that Elon doesn't have a sense of humor, right? I mean, it's got all kinds of fun stuff. Here's the beautiful navigation display. I mean, it is really, really nicely done. Type in where you want to go, and off you go. Boom, just hit the road. I mean, like I said, it's just got so much stuff going on. Here's kind of the different camera views that you can do. You can kind of switch them up and do whatever you want to do. And of course, this vehicle does kind of record whatever's going on around it as well. So if someone kind of messes with your car, you're going to have a recording of it when you get back to your car, which is a really neat feature. Let's see here. Windshield wiper controls. I mean, like I said, everything is controlled from here. It's just, I mean, there's just so much going on. It's going to take you a while to learn everything. This one does have, of course, the heated seats as well, heated mirrors, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's got everything in it. So, but as far as driving position, comfortable, very nice. There's a myriad of airbags in this thing. I mean, it's just got all kinds of safety stuff. But, yeah, nice and comfortable seats. And, I mean, everything feels really good. Like I said, you get used to this driving display. At first, when you get it, it's going to seem kind of odd, but no, you really do get used to it pretty quickly when I drove it, and I'll kind of show you when we're driving around with it. But as far as front seat room, nice, comfortable, nice place to be. Well, here we are, the interior of the Tesla. So now this infotainment center is just insane. It's got so many different things on here. And press the buttons, takes you for everything as far as your navigation systems, seat adjustments, all that kind of stuff. Of course, you got your audio controls here as well. Let's take a look at this one. This one kind of shows your displays around you and everything. Windshield wipers. This one here I kind of like. So this one takes you to all this kind of entertainment stuff, right? You can do like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, all that kind of stuff as well. And then we go back, press it again. Really responsive to it. Pops up super fast. Now you've got all these kind of cool, this one here is funny, emissions. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but you can kind of set it and it does all different kinds of fart sounds and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's kind of funny actually, but I'm not exactly sure. Whoa, geez, okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, okay, so that's kind of funny. So, but it's got all these different things. You can put a fireplace on it. You can kind of act like you're driving on Mars with it and all that kind of stuff. It's got this one here for a romance setting for when you're heading out for the evening to be kind of romance. It's got the fire sound, all that kind of stuff. It'll actually start playing music as well in just a moment as well. But some really fun stuff. So like I said, just a fun car. Well, here we go. Do I fit in the back of the Model 3? So it looks kind of tight, but let's give it a try. Okay, actually not too bad. Well, not too shabby actually. So this is my normal driving position, 6'4" driver, 6'4" passenger. I mean, it's snug, but it's comfortable. I mean, I've been in a lot tighter situations, that's for sure. Has the center armrest here, a couple of cup holders. Headroom, thank goodness for this glass roof, but I think I have about a inch or so of headroom back here. So I mean, it's close, don't get me wrong. So it's going to be really close. As far as things to do back here, there's kind of a little like magazine holder kind of inserted in the back of the seat here. This is kind of a hard plastic back here to protect the seat, I guess. It does have two USB compact little jacks back here and a couple of little vent controls, and that's about it. So like I said, very minimalistic. Does have the lights here. You just press the actual light itself. It turns on your little map light as well. That's kind of handy. But yeah, I mean, not too bad at all. Let's take a look here. And of course, it does have the electronic kind of door control as well. So it doesn't have a traditional handle. So that's kind of something to get used to as well. But nope. So hey, I fit, and we're good to go. So let's take a look at what we got in the trunk of the Tesla Model 3. Like I said, kind of nice badging here as well, the dual motor deal and all that kind of stuff. And kind of wish I said Tesla back here, but hey, it looks pretty neat. Do you have your little button here? Of course, you just open it, boom, electronically opens up. Boom, lots of room back here. I mean, there's a bunch of room back there. Goes all the way back. The seats do fold down as well. Kind of comes with some little accessories like a little license plate frame, license plate mount. This would be kind of your battery cable as far as charging it up, plug-in cable. Under here, just pop this up. There's a whole well down here, which is really deep, so you can get really far in there and store even more stuff as well. So yeah, lots of room back there. I always wonder why they don't make these in a hatchback, and I guess it's the glass roof, but I kind of thought it'd be kind of a cool hatchback car as well. But no, nicely done. Come on out, press the button, and down she goes. So as far as getting into the front trunk on a Tesla, if you use the little app that you can put on your phone, basically just press a button, you can open the trunk, the hood, doors, all kinds of stuff. We're just going to press open. You should want to open it. Boom, opens right up. And in here, there we go, a little bit more storage room. Not huge, but you can get like a couple of backpacks in here. Not very deep, probably about, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches deep back in here, this little section here. But enough room to store some stuff, for some groceries in the front, whatever you need. So good amount of storage room between the back and the front. Pretty cool. Now you may be wondering, where do you put the charging cable on the Tesla? There's no doors, there's no compartments or anything for where you plug it in. So kind of cool. Press here. A little door opens up. There's your little charging port right there. Close it, just kind of push down, boom, good to go. Nicely done. So there you have it, folks, the 2022 Tesla Model 3 long range all-wheel drive. So like I said, if you're looking for a really cool vehicle, I mean, state of the art, obviously, right? Tesla, I mean, come on, 340 watt horsepower, 398 foot-pounds of torque in this one, or 470 foot-pounds of torque in the performance, 358 mile range, 0 to 60. This one 5.8, the other one 3.2 seconds. I mean, this is going to be the way to go. So, hey, appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button again, and we'll see you next time on Highest Gear Reviews. And once again, I'm Lou Thomas, and thanks for your time. See you guys later.